Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dio's Bizarre Holiday Singles. My name is Gami Crayola and I will be your caster slash streamer. And today, going to the players, we'll be seeing a match between Menoji seed 92 and miinr seed 98. This is in the losers bracket, if I'm not wrong, so both of these players are fighting their lives. Unfortunately, we weren't able to see a lot of stacked matchups this week, mainly because, I mean, as of right now, we've had two FFs as of at this point, and you know, not all of our streams could be recorded and streamed. But this is, in fact, the first streamed match of the weekend. Just to remind everyone of the current bracket, Flame Teaser and Korea Maliku had just FF'd against Flame Teaser, and Xavier has just FF'd against Misha Awa. But enough about that. We're going straight into our current match. As of right now, we join in at the pick ban phase of the match. Currently, the players have just got their roles out, and it looks like miinr is going to win that role. And with that, Menoji will be the first one to ban. Looks like Menoji is going to go for a HV2 ban, and I mean, typically at this stage of the match, you really start to get a grasp of what some of these players, like, what some of these players dislike. And as you can see, with miinr immediately going for the hard rock ban, it's clear to see that perhaps on mechanics, perhaps on the IAR, not the most comfortable. But meanwhile, the complete opposite from Menoji, we have them going for the no mod 6 ban. We have them going for the we have them going for the no mod 6 and the hidden 2 ban. So yeah, as of right now, we can immediately see what these players like, what the strategy of these players will be going into this match. But with that, we're gonna immediately kickstart the map on miinr's pick. He immediately goes for the DT2. Alright, here we go. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the match. And yeah, right off the bat, we should start to see the players load in very quickly. And yeah, nothing much more to say. Unfortunately, it looks like the overlay is crashing out a bit, but hopefully that isn't too much of an issue. Just to remind everyone, since the overlay isn't doing anything, this map is 270 BPM, one of the highest SR maps in the pool, full stop. And it is a rather old map, 5-digit ID, so you can already expect some of these linear patterns. Right off the bat, you're already seeing a bunch of them come out. Menoji, in fact, being the first one to find a miss aim, and another miss aim as well. miinr currently holding not just the combo, but the accuracy lead as well. As of right now, it's looking rather rough for Menoji. It's quite clear to see that even though this is a very difficult map for both players, miinr just that bit more comfortable on this map. Gonna generate that about 900, almost 90, almost 100k score gap against Menoji to kickstart the map. And this is a rather short map, coming in at only 1 minute and 33 seconds long. So there is not a lot of leeway on this map. miinr looking to put a firm foot on the ground early on. And I mean, as the map continues on, I mean, really, it's just looking more and more rough from Menoji. I think he has just basically sealed the deal at this point. Nothing much he can do. Only a quarter of the map left. And yeah, gonna be a first pick victory for miinr on this map. Oh my goodness, misses coming left, right, and center, but that's not going to matter whatsoever. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that final score, and miinr comfortably secures this point. And yeah, a very, very good first pick from miinr. It was clear to see that they were confident in that pick, and they definitely delivered and then some on that map. So yeah, that's as good of a start as you can ask, really. Right. Right after that, the Menoji immediately responds for their Hard Rock pick. This is the only remaining Hard Rock pick left in the pool, so understandable that they would choose to go for that. Let's try to get everything out of the way. This is gonna be Cyberspace, Rintaro Soma, Cyberspace 4 to 3, Rumble Rave. And here we go. The Good Luck Have Fun's coming in chat. And we are off to the races. I believe this is a more control heavy hard rock than the rest of the other two hard rocks. So perhaps miinr might be able to sneak a cheeky breakpoint right now, but of course the clear favorite to win is Menoji. Right off the bat, some early misses from both of these players, but what you can really see as a viewer are these zigzag patterns, so incredibly unforgiving, and they are just littered throughout the map. Really nobody as of right now able to hold any sort of meaningful combo on the board. And really it's just gonna be a slow start. miinr does have a slight combo lead, but definitely not the accuracy they need to bring the score back. And with that miss, it is just not in the game for miinr right now. Meanwhile, Menoji doing slightly better, 92% act and holding a very solid combo. Solid seems to have gotten their footing from the early misses. And as we get into the really intense grouping patterns, miinr finds another miss. Menoji finally goes down, but the damage has been done. Second, third of the map, nothing left to say. I mean, really, even though we still have quite a bit of runway on this map, about 2 minutes left in the tank, I really don't think that miinr can really bring anything back. Menoji is just that much more comfortable on this map. A comfortable accuracy lead. The brutal patterns come in. miinr does hit it, but immediately goes down right after. And really, it just goes to show why miinr chose to go for those hard rock bands. I mean, Menoji just seems to be a whole different beast on the mod. And this map is by no means easy in the slightest. So, I mean, this score in itself, despite not being the highest of scores that we'll be seeing in this match, is still an impressive one nonetheless. Yeah, nothing much more to say. That score lead has generated to about a very comfy 150k for Menoji right now. They also have a very solid combo to boot. miinr trailing behind with that 270k, but immediately losing it as I say that. And yeah, Menoji is really just looking to take this as far as possible. And the question is, how far can they take it? These patterns are more spaced than what we've seen before. And Menoji is just gonna continue hitting it. Finally goes down. But the damage, as I said before, has long been done. The nail has been sealed long before. As we get into the last piece of the map, that is going to be the point. Both players opening up the match with their own picks in very dominant fashion. The DT2 for miinr and the Hard Rock 3 for Menoji, respectively. Yeah, with that, there's nothing much left to be said. From this point on, I mean, there are no hard rocks left for Menoji to abuse, so maybe the picks maybe their picks moving forward won't be the most clear cut. But miinr, in fact, responds with the No More 3 pick Axion. That is rather interesting given how they did just miss on the they did just lose a point on the Hard Rock 3, but perhaps they're feeling confident on their no mods, confident that they'll be able to out combo them. But we'll have to see how it goes. I'm not too familiar with both of these players, so I can't give a 100% accurate 100% accurate assessment of these players. But yep, players loading into the lobby. We're getting straight into the action. This map features a lot of really awkward flow patterns, which we'll be seeing very shortly. I mean, I wouldn't put any of these players past playing no mod control. So really, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a battle of who is stronger at your raw control test. Menoji opening up with a few unlucky shit misses. Meanwhile, miinr, the clear player when it comes, the clear comfort player when it comes to this map. I mean, I was just saying how both of these players, I wouldn't put both of these players anywhere when it comes to playing, you know, these no-mod control maps, but it's clear to see that miinr is on a different level when it comes to controls. We are in a bit of a more, I mean, I was about to say less dense section, but if anything, this map is just that consistently difficult. miinr finally goes down, but not before getting that massive 500 combo on the board. Meanwhile, Menoji really has nothing to work with. Despite being identical in terms of accuracy, that early combo really took a hit to Menoji's score. And as Menoji finds another miss, miinr hits all of that. What the hell is he doing? Really, that just does not seem like there's any sort of opportunity left for Menoji to come back. And once again, both of these players doing very well with their picks. miinr clearly surprised, hitting those insane patterns on their own before. And yeah, now with that, the score is tied 1-2. That is going to be the no-mod 3. Menoji immediately responding with the no-mod 2. These players are so quick on their feet. Very decisive of what they want to go for. And similar to miinr's pick, actually. I mean, we saw how Menoji won the Hard Rock 3, won the control map. And then miinr immediately responds with their no-mod 3 pick, with their control map. And we are seeing, we're kind of seeing the same situation here. With, you know, Menoji having lost on the DT2 beforehand, and then immediately going for the no-mod 2, I believe. Yep, immediately going for a no-mod 2 response. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Will we see a repeat of what we saw in the last map? I will say this is a very stamina intensive map. This map comes in at 212 BPM, so even though the streams aren't as long as one may think, they are definitely intense when it comes to your overall stamina. When it comes to draining your overall stamina. We immediately see miinr open the map with some misses. Meanwhile, Menoji holding that SS to begin the map. That is definitely a good way to kickstart this map. And on a map, you know, as long as this, it's really going to be a battle of wits. It's gonna be a consistency bout till the very end. And as we've seen from the DT2 from miinr, they are definitely no slouch when it comes to tapping. Although Menoji just seems to be that much more comfortable on this map. Still, 500, 600 combo and counting, hitting all of those slow patterns. Finally drops the SS, but that's really not gonna matter. We reached the first break. The players see their score. Both players know that it is absolutely neck and neck as of right now. The tide can turn at any second. The scoreline is extremely volatile, and they need to hold on to every single little bit of combo that they have. We get into a bit of a aiming section here. And as people say, you know, this is where the nerves build. Not the streams, but the aim before them. But we get into the stamina. We see some hundreds dropping from miinr. Weakness is showing. miinr goes down. And Menoji is going to keep on holding. Menoji finally goes down on those weird snap patterns. But the distance has been cleared. And with miinr finding another miss, Menoji's lead is safe and sound. Going into the more flowy section of the map. Looking to go into the second half of the map with a almost 99% accuracy. miinr cannot respond with anything whatsoever. They are doing an amazing job holding that combo, holding that accuracy. Menoji goes down, however, which does provide some distance for miinr. to make the comeback, but I don't want to say never say it. I don't want to say never, but with that kind of accuracy lead, it might be a bit tough, especially with that miss from miinr. It was looking doable with miinr's recovery, but given how they had just missed, that's just gonna fuel Menoji's lead more and more. Last third of the map, the flow is incredibly tricky here. miinr chain missing, Menoji meanwhile as snug as a as snug as a bug. Menoji continuing to hold, finally going down on the aim, but yeah, it is way too late. Menoji just that much more comfortable on the BPM, and from here it's clear to see that, you know, speed in terms of your aim or your raw burst speed does not transfer to your stamina. It does not transfer to your flow aim. And it really just goes to show how multifaceted the skill sets in this pool are, how multifaceted the skill sets of these players are. There is no one black and white way to look at these skill sets in a vacuum. And as you get into the last ace of the map, Menoji will, in similar fashion, similar to how all these picks have been going, secures a comfortable point, taking the match 2-2. Both players at a standstill when it comes to the scoreboard. And well, I guess from this point on, the question is, what is miinr gonna go for? And that is the map. What a lead from Menoji. Once again, both these players just incredibly well thought out picks. It really just goes to show, you know, how close this match is. Alright. Looks like we're gonna get into a no more one pick from from what I believe is miinr. And we are off. This is your token number one, your standard big jumps. Very, very good song. BPM wise, nothing too out of the ordinary for this map. Map stats, nothing crazy. But of course, what's gonna catch these players are going to be these cross-screen jumps. Completely covering the map, in fact. So, with a map as long as this, it is the normal, it's really just the normal one of all time. And as of right now, miinr doing an extremely good job holding great accuracy through this section. Although the same cannot be said for Menoji, who has been finding misses throughout this first quarter. Though both players are holding onto their combos in this extremely intense jump section, miinr gonna be the first one to go down, in fact, giving Menoji the space they need, but Menoji finds a miss right at the end of the KI. And what could have been a comeback finally gets neutralized with that miss. We get into the second third with the lead still in miinr's favor. Combo and accuracy included. A bit of a break right now, a bit of a breather for these players. I think one thing that really goes unnoticed, people talk about, you know, stream stamina, tapping stamina, but I think what this map really tests, and it's something that's unlooked by a lot of people, is the aim stamina required. Especially if your area is large, these jumps can really tire you out. So we'll have to see how if that affects these players at all. Both players begin the KI, finding misses, and if these traits continue, miinr is just going to continue to hold this lead against Menoji. Right now, both players, despite holding through this combo together, they are just macking each other in terms of that combo. But the accuracy from Menoji is just not there. They aren't able to break through right now. We are just waiting for the next miss to come, and Menoji is the one to draw, meaning that miinr going to this last quarter is looking extremely snug. Clearly in the driver's seat to just steal this point right here, right now. miinr finds a unfortunate miss in the slow section, but this ending is so brutal. I don't know if either side is going to be able to hold any combo whatsoever. Menoji is gonna try their very best, but with that miss, that practically seals. I mean, the deal was already sealed early when both players were just trading back and forth, but yeah, as you get into the last 8th of the map, this is once again another decisive pick for miinr. Very good accuracy throughout the entirety of the map, allowing them to be in the lead throughout the course of these 3 minutes 30 seconds. And that is going to be the No. 1. Another point from miinr. Wow. Both of these players, nobody giving an inch to either side. Really amazing stuff. Alright, Menoji goes for the No. 5 pick. This is gonna be Camellia Hirogaru Tsubasa Okakite. That was a super bad butcher of the name. Holy crap, I swear I'm eating, guys. Anyways, jokes aside, going back into the map, this is your speed map of the pool, your No Mod speed map of the pool. 255 BPM. You already know the drill. Let's get straight into it. This is Menoji's pick, and given how they did win the No Mod 2, seems to be the more comfortable one when it comes to these raw max tapping. The reason why they lost these two could have just been because of the aim. Already a bunch of early misses from miinr. Menoji does trade it out, however. Accuracies from both sides aren't the best, but it is still in favor of the left side. And as you've seen from a bunch of maps before, accuracy really seems to be the key a lot of the times, more so than you think in these situations. And Menoji seems to be more comfortable on this BPM overall. This map features some techy elements with some fast sliders here and there, but the real attraction really just is that speed. And speed is just seems to be Menoji's game right now, as they are looking to go into this last third with very solid ag, building that ag back from a pretty solid 35% to a very incredibly impressive 95%, especially on a map as tapping intensive as this one. And yeah, the 2 minutes have basically passed. This is a rather short map, to say the least. Yeah, it's just clear to see that Menoji is the king when it comes to the speed, comes to the wall tapping, at least in this match. And that is going to be the number 5. The last death stream. Really just to say goodbye to the players. Everyone dropping hundreds galore on that, but it does not matter. The match is now once again tied 3-3. Holy. Really, nobody do it. Nothing interesting is happening. Nobody is able to break through the scoreline. And miinr kind of echoing my sentiment right now. What to do? miinr goes for the HD3 pick at the end of the day. And I definitely do think that it is a pretty solid pick, given how Menoji did go for the hidden 2 ban. I believe this is a swing map, so you already know that rhythm and accuracy is going to be a huge part of this map, especially when you throw on hidden. Oh man. Alright, good luck, have fun, are coming in chat. And let's see how these players fare on the HD3. Will we see the match continue to stale? Will they see each other continue to just run at each other with on equal footing? Or will we see a breakpoint? But again, kind of getting into that stage of the map where, you know, the picks are more ambiguous. You gotta be more careful. Everything is a bit more RNG, and your individual map performances are that more important. But yeah, we're getting straight into it. We already saw a taste of what the map had to offer. But in addition to the swing, it's these fast sliders that are so scary. Not the hardest in the world to hit, not the hardest in the world to act, but they're definitely very, very intimidating. Especially given how, as miinr said, he is in fact side reading this. So, you know, anything really. As of right now, Menoji found a miss, which is going to cause the scoreline to shift back in favor of miinr. Oh, but miinr finds a break. The scoreline is neck and neck. Accuracy is only a percentage apart. And with both players unable to hold any sort of large combo, the score lead is just going to ever so slightly inch in favor of miinr. Both players straight up. And now the score is flickering. We get into the raw style section of the map, and still there is nobody holding a clear lead. The scoreline is just not moving to either side. It's not favoring either side whatsoever. The accuracies, the combos are neck and neck, and so are the scores. It is really down to the wire with these two players. Last quarter of the map. Who's gonna emerge victorious? I don't even know, dude. Last quarter, the sliders come in. And it's going to be up to this last section. Only 4k score separates these two players. Menoji finds a miss, and that might be enough, but miinr finds a miss as well. And the last slider comes in, and Menoji just narrowly stealing a breakpoint from miinr through the skin of their teeth. A 7.5k score difference between these two players. And yep, we are definitely in the RNG coin flip section of the map. From this point on, all of the picks will start to become a bit ambiguous. These players need to prioritize individual map performances above all else. Because you can never be too sure what your opponent is strong on. You can never be too sure what exactly you can perform on when it comes to this stage of this scary mid-game stage of the map. Menoji responds to the DT1 pick. That is rather interesting. I don't think we've really seen much aim being picked at all. In fact, we saw Menoji lose on the other DT map, DT2, before, as well as that number 1 that we saw, I believe, a map ago. Though I do believe that this map isn't like it isn't too raw in focus. I believe when it comes down to it, it's a bit more on the the slowly side. But I mean, with BT, can never be too sure. At such a high BPM, you're expected to all jump anyways. But anyways, enough blabbering from me. Let's get into the DT1. And will Menoji be able to convert this lead, convert this breakpoint into a lead? Let's find out. As you can see, aim agility is the name of the game in this map. It's not just about these big jumps, it's about controlling these big and small jumps. And as of right now, miinr gonna be the first one to miss in this early section, which might matter given how short this map is. Instantly, we're straight into the KI. Menoji finds a miss, and that's gonna give miinr something to breathe. But just look at that cursor. They are both players in fact are absolutely not comfortable on the speed of this map at all. Just misses galore coming into the lobby. However, in similar fashion to the HP3, both players equalize when it comes to the combo. However, with the accuracy lead from Menoji, it's gonna keep the score in favor of Team Red right now. But really, it's just up to who finds the first miss. We're going into the second half. Still, as I mentioned before, absolutely nothing between these two players. As long as one can hold above the other, that is just their point. A very, very short map, so every single combo matters. In fact, every single bit of accuracy you can squeeze out matters. And Menoji is doing an incredible job, 94%, incredible accuracy recovery. But going into this final KI, this is where it's gonna matter. And both players open the KI with misses. And this might just spell the end of miinr right here, right now, if they are unable to find any sort of combo as we've seen before in the first KI. I mean, it might just be over right now. Last piece of the map, I really don't think miinr can secure any sort of footing. And with that, Menoji is looking to secure this lead and take the match to match point 5-3. What we once saw was a very, very intense stalemate between both players has suddenly transformed into an extremely dominant and aggressive performance from Menoji. I mean, they won that last hidden 3 pick with a 75k score lead, and they are looking to go in for the kill. Alright, it looks like miinr is gonna go for the no more 4 pick. This is the tech map of the pool, the no more tech map of the pool. Slider aim is the name of the game. This is once again another very scary map. Similar to the hidden 3, the sliders on this map are absolutely unforgiving. Although I will say, I believe it is going to be a bit easier on the players when it comes to, of course, a reading and control perspective. But it's definitely not going to be an easy battle. Really, from this point on, miinr is just constantly having to climb up the hill that is Menoji. They have to win 3 picks in a row if they want to secure this victory and recover from that breakpoint. But of course, that all begins with their own pick. So let's see how miinr performs on this map. Right now, as we get to the build up, a quick accuracy check. Menoji with a 97%, miinr with a 95, but a miss from Menoji is going to be devastating for the scoreline. Will miinr be able to hit this initial stream section. No, he will not. Trading it off, however, a bit late. The accuracy from Menoji, however, is going to shine bright right now. Never mind, as Menoji finds an unfortunate miss. And we get straight into the sliders. Both players finding misses. And with the accuracy lead, it looks like Menoji is just going to hold that slight score lead as of right now. But I mean, as you've seen before, shit misses are very imminent on this map. Really, it's just a blink once and you'll miss it. And Menoji looking to continue on with this lead. Menoji does find a miss though. That is going to give miinr some leeway, which he so desperately needs. There is still half of the map left to the tank, so they can definitely make this comeback. But a slow slider absolutely demolishes miinr as we get into a break. Both players see their score. And you know, if I were miinr, I'd definitely be sweating. A resigned man gets smoked by him. And as we get into the next stream section, really, it's do or die for miinr right now. It depends on how badly they want to get this final point, or this point on the board, to even get a chance at tiebreaker. And while it is still in their ballpark, a measly 12k score separates these two players. It is definitely looking rough as we draw to the last quarter of the map. Another unfortunate slow slider just to boot. And as we get into the last 8 of the map, the largest sliders in the map start to hit. And we need a miss from Menoji. There is the miss. But the question is there going to be enough time? 25k, 26k. I just don't think there's enough recovery. miinr needs to hold on right now for there to be any chance. But as the last slider closes in, the last note closes in. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Menoji secures the final point. Despite a early back and forth between these two players, Menoji just seems to narrowly edge out a victory against miinr. Right after the whole skirmish that was happening in the first 6 picks, Menoji proceeds to win 3 points in a row and comfortably and in very dominant fashion secures the victory. Moving forward in the losers bracket, and of course, because this is the losers bracket, unfortunately this will be the last that we'll be seeing of miinr. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, once again, congratulations to Menoji. Huge shoutouts to Robot Skin for being the lovely ref for this match. And yeah, we have a bunch of matches lined up later on. Hopefully, more of them will be streamed. But with all of our streamers kind of dead right now, it's tough. It's tough. RIP to the streamers. But yeah, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, my name has been miinr. This has been Dio's Bizarre Holiday Singles. We will see you in the next stream. Goodbye.